What's poppin', Mazai here, and in this video here today, I wanted to share some brief thoughts on the G303. I've seen a few reviews on this mouse on how undeniably niche it is. The G303 is a mouse that was pretty much under that category within Logitech, that if you're not a G Pro Superlight or 502, then you're pretty much a forgotten product. And that was the same for the G303 until Shroud decided to team up with Logitech and bring the mouse forward. So let's really get into it. I was recommended to definitely wait until this mouse was on sale, but I was able to cop a refurbished one for about 50 bucks on Amazon. I really wanted to try it out. I actually felt this mouse was worth using, mainly for the shape, because this mouse originally dropped like 3 years back in October of 21. So compared to what's on my desk now, the tech is outdated. Like most mice that dropped in the last 2 to 3 years, the mouse is fine, very playable, nothing out of the ordinary. The main discussion, if any, of this mouse is mainly the shape. It's literally a diamond, very different to the egg-like shapes that you're used to with other mice. I use Claw FT Hybrid, and I have to admit, for someone who's always wanted to try this shape, initially I was not a fan. I actually believed at one point this could be a main mouse for me. After the first couple weeks I got used to the shape, and for obvious reasons, it made me start desiring more. The side buttons are kind of weird. The more I think about it, the more I can't really think of a way it could have been better placed. I feel like they're pretty high, but at the same time, if they were too low, they would be in the way. Clicks are nice, barely any post from what I see. I'm not crazy on weight, but I do appreciate lighter mice. This version of the 303 is lighter than the OG, going from about 90 grams to 75 grams. Definitely a deal breaker for most in 25. I even decided to install X-ray pads, Obsidian Air donut skates to slightly alleviate the weight, but I can't help but feel this particular discomfort still, which is mostly the back of the mouse. I like to be locked in, but not too locked in to the point it feels claustrophobic. I want some wiggle room so I can make small micro adjustments, but the way the back flares out really fills the lower palm of my hand, and over time while playing, it develops discomfort. I wish the mouse was more like the front, whereas the sides are more leaned inward compared to the back that's more flared out and rounded. I think it would give more comfort when playing. Another piece of this mouse that I wasn't really fond of was the scroll wheel. It feels soft, not really tactile. I mean, the scroll wheel is literally made of that same rubber material I've seen other mice use, including the original G303. Not only that, but when I do scroll, I get this spring-like feedback in feel and sound. And I would like to assume it's probably due to it being refurbished. Both clicks, I believe, use the same Omron switches that Logitech uses in their other mice. Pretty light and quick, and that's really how I like my clicks. Overall, I really like the shape. I personally wish they went with the original shape instead of this modified version. On top of that, I truly wish there was a smaller version or mini. Also hoping one day I get my hands on Air's RCC1, since the FCC1 was probably the closest shape to the G303 mini. And the RC is basically the FC, just not forged carbon. Like I said, the size is a little bit much, especially in the back, but I like the 303 shape. And hopefully one day someone can give us a near perfect version of this mouse. So if you made it to the end and you liked the video, the sub button's right there, and if you want to see more from me, socials are Messiah GG across the board, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.